Welcome to our journey through history as we explore the fascinating story of the Babylonian Empire and its connections to the Anunnaki, a group of powerful deities in ancient Mesopotamian mythology. The Babylonian Empire was one of the greatest civilizations of the ancient world, known for its monumental architecture, scientific achievements, and influential legal code. But before we delve into the incredible accomplishments of this empire, let's start by exploring the Anunnaki's role in shaping the religious and cultural landscape of ancient Mesopotamia. Hello and welcome to Life's Biggest Questions. Now that's been said, let's continue. The Anunnaki were a group of gods and goddesses worshipped by the various cultures of ancient Mesopotamia, including the Sumerians, Akkadians, and Babylonians. As a descendant of the Akkadians, the Babylonians inherited many aspects of their predecessors' religious beliefs, including the veneration of the Anunnaki. These deities played a significant role in the lives of the Babylonians, who believed that the gods controlled the forces of nature and the fate of humanity. The Anunnaki were invoked in prayers, rituals, and religious texts, and their stories were passed down through generations in the form of myths and legends. And now, with the foundation of the Anunnaki's influence in mind, let's explore the rise, achievements, and eventual fall of the Babylonian Empire. The rise of the Babylonian Empire can be traced back to the early 2nd millennium BCE, during a time of great political upheaval in Mesopotamia. The region was divided into several city-states, each ruled by its own king, and conflicts between these city-states were common. It was in this turbulent environment that the Babylonian Empire began to take shape. The city of Babylon itself was founded around 1894 BCE by the Amorite king Sumu-Abum. However, it was under the rule of Hammurabi, reigned 1792 to 1750 BCE, the 6th king of the first Babylonian dynasty, that the empire truly began to emerge as a major power in the region. Hammurabi was an ambitious ruler who sought to expand his kingdom's influence and territory. Through a combination of diplomatic alliances, strategic marriages, and military conquests, he managed to bring the majority of Mesopotamia under Babylonian control. One of Hammurabi's most notable military achievements was the conquest of the rival city-state of Larsa, which gave him control over the economically important trade routes along the Euphrates River. He also conquered other neighboring city-states such as Eshnunna, Mari, and Elam, further expanding his empire's reach. During his reign, Hammurabi not only focused on military expansion, but also on the internal development and administration of his kingdom. He implemented a series of reforms aimed at improving the lives of his subjects, such as the construction of irrigation canals to enhance agricultural production and the establishment of a centralized bureaucracy to govern the empire more efficiently. Hammurabi is perhaps best known for his legal code, the Code of Hammurabi, which was a comprehensive set of laws covering various aspects of daily life, such as trade, property rights, and family law. This code, inscribed on a stone stele, is considered one of the earliest and most complete legal codes in human history, and provides a valuable insight into the society, values, and governance of the Babylonian Empire. After Hammurabi's death, his successors continued to expand and consolidate the empire's power, even as it faced various challenges from both internal and external forces. Over the centuries, the Babylonian Empire would experience periods of decline and resurgence, marked by the rise and fall of different dynasties and rulers. The Babylonian Empire, which thrived during the 2nd and 1st millennia BCE, left a significant legacy through its numerous achievements. These accomplishments spanned various fields, including architecture, science, mathematics, literature, and law. Here are some of the most notable Babylonian achievements. Architecture. Babylon was known for its grandiose architecture, including the city walls, the Ishtar Gate, the Etemenanki, a massive ziggurat temple, and the fabled Hanging Gardens of Babylon. The Hanging Gardens, considered one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, were a series of terraces filled with exotic plants and trees, supported by complex irrigation systems. Babylonian astronomers made substantial advancements in the field of astronomy. They meticulously observed and documented celestial phenomena, leading to the development of the first known system for predicting the future positions of planets. The Babylonians also created the lunar calendar, which divided the year into 12 months based on the cycles of the moon. Mathematics. The Babylonians pioneered the base 60 numeral system, which is still used today in our measurements of time, minutes and seconds, and angles, degrees, minutes and seconds. This advanced mathematical system allowed the Babylonians to perform complex calculations required for engineering projects, solve various practical problems, and even calculate the square root and cube root of numbers. The Babylonians used the cuneiform script, a system of writing that used wedge-shaped marks made on clay tablets. They made significant contributions to literature, producing works such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, one of the world's oldest known works of literature. Babylonian scribes also created extensive libraries, which housed vast collections of religious, historical, and scientific texts. The Code of Hammurabi. Under the rule of King Hammurabi, the Babylonians established one of the earliest known legal codes. The Code of Hammurabi, inscribed on a large stone stele, covered a wide range of civil and criminal matters. It provided a detailed account of the social structure, values, and legal rights of the people living in the Babylonian Empire. Medicine. Babylonian physicians were skilled in diagnosing and treating various ailments. They used a combination of empirical observations, medical texts, and incantations to treat their patients. While their understanding of the human body was limited by today's standards, the Babylonians made significant contributions to the development of medical knowledge. The Babylonian Empire was a center of trade and commerce in the ancient world, benefiting from its strategic location along the Euphrates River. Babylonian merchants traded with other civilizations in the region, exchanging goods such as textiles, grains, metals, and spices. These achievements showcase the ingenuity and creativity of the Babylonian people, who left a lasting impact on the fields of science, art, and culture. The legacy of the Babylonian Empire continues to influence our modern world, as we build upon the foundations laid by this ancient civilization. The decline and fall of the Babylonian Empire were a result of a combination of internal and external factors that weakened the empire over time, ultimately leading to its collapse. After the death of Nebuchadnezzar II in 562 BCE, the Babylonian Empire experienced a period of political instability marked by a series of weak and ineffective rulers. This instability weakened the empire's ability to govern its vast territories effectively and left it vulnerable to external threats. Economic decline. The Babylonian Empire's economy relied heavily on agriculture and trade. However, as the empire expanded, it faced challenges in maintaining its vast irrigation systems, leading to decreased agricultural productivity. Additionally, competition from other regional powers disrupted trade routes, further weakening the economy. The expansion of the Babylonian Empire brought with it the incorporation of diverse ethnic groups and cultures. As the empire declined, tensions between these groups began to rise, leading to social unrest and weakening the unity of the empire. Rise of the Persians. The rise of the Persian Empire under Cyrus the Great presented a significant external threat to the Babylonian Empire. The Persians were a powerful and ambitious force, and they began to expand their territories at the expense of the Babylonians. Fall of Babylon to the Persians. In 539 BCE, the Persian army led by Cyrus the Great marched on the city of Babylon. The Babylonians, weakened by internal strife and economic decline, were unable to mount a strong defense against the invading forces. The Persian army entered the city without much resistance, marking the end of the Babylonian Empire. After the conquest, Cyrus the Great incorporated the Babylonian territories into his expanding Persian Empire and treated the conquered people with relative tolerance and respect. Hellenistic period. The conquest of the Persian Empire by Alexander the Great in 331 BCE marked the beginning of the Hellenistic period in Mesopotamia. The region was subsequently absorbed into the Seleucid Empire, one of the successor states of Alexander's empire, which led to the gradual decline of Babylonian culture and influence. The rise of the Parthian and Sassanid empires further diminished the remnants of Babylonian culture in the region. These empires, which controlled Mesopotamia at different points in time, introduced new cultural, religious, and political influences that would come to dominate the region, leading to the eventual disappearance of the distinct Babylonian identity. The decline and fall of the Babylonian Empire were due to a combination of internal factors, such as political instability, economic decline, and social unrest, as well as external pressures, such as the rise of powerful neighboring empires. The fall of Babylon to the Persians marked the end of the Babylonian Empire, and subsequent conquests and cultural shifts in the region led to the gradual disappearance of Babylonian culture and influence. The Babylonians, like other Mesopotamian civilizations such as the Sumerians and Akkadians, believed in a variety of gods that included the Anunnaki. The lasting legacy of the Anunnaki and the Babylonian Empire can be seen in several aspects: mythology and religion. The Anunnaki played a central role in Mesopotamian religious beliefs, shaping the spiritual lives of the Babylonians and influencing their worldview. Many of the gods in the Babylonian pantheon, such as Marduk, Enlil, and Ea, were associated with the Anunnaki. These gods were believed to have immense power over the natural world, and their influence can still be seen in the religious and mythological texts that have survived to this day. Creation of mankind. According to ancient Mesopotamian mythology, the Anunnaki created human beings to serve as their laborers. The creation of humanity by the gods is a common theme in many ancient cultures, and the Anunnaki's role in this process has left a lasting impression on the cultural memory of the region. The mythology and religious beliefs of the Babylonian Empire, including the stories of the Anunnaki, influenced later civilizations in the region, such as the Assyrians, and even spread to other parts of the ancient world. For example, some of the stories from Mesopotamian mythology, such as the Epic of Gilgamesh, have parallels in the Bible and other ancient texts. Art and architecture. The Anunnaki were often depicted in Babylonian art, including statues, reliefs, and frescoes. These artistic representations of the gods reflect the importance of the Anunnaki in Babylonian society and provide a glimpse into the religious beliefs and practices of the time. The Anunnaki have captured the imagination of modern researchers and writers, leading to various interpretations and theories about their role in human history. Some suggest that the Anunnaki were actually extraterrestrial beings who visited Earth in ancient times, while others see them as symbolic representations of natural forces or aspects of human consciousness. These modern theories, while speculative, demonstrate the enduring fascination with the Anunnaki and their potential influence on human civilization. The legacy of the Anunnaki and the Babylonian Empire can be seen in various aspects of culture, religion, art, and even modern theories about the origins of humanity. As a central element of Mesopotamian mythology, the Anunnaki continue to capture the imagination of scholars and enthusiasts alike, demonstrating the impact of ancient Babylonian beliefs and achievements on our understanding of human history. The Anunnaki are a group of deities in ancient Mesopotamian mythology, particularly in the Sumerian, Akkadian, Assyrian, and Babylonian pantheons. The connection between the Anunnaki and the Akkadians is primarily through the Akkadians' adoption and adaptation of Sumerian religious beliefs and mythology. When the Akkadians conquered and assimilated the Sumerians, they inherited many aspects of Sumerian culture, including their religious beliefs and practices. This included the worship of the Anunnaki, who were believed to be a group of powerful gods and goddesses responsible for various aspects of life, such as fertility, agriculture, and justice. The Anunnaki played a significant role in the religious life of the Akkadians, as they did for the Sumerians before them. They were often invoked in prayers, rituals, and religious texts, and their stories were passed down through generations in the form of myths and legends. Some of the most prominent Anunnaki in the Akkadian pantheon included Anu, the supreme god of the sky and the head of the Anunnaki pantheon; Enlil, the god of wind, storms, and the air, associated with power and authority; Enki, known as Ea in Akkadian, the god of water, wisdom, and creation, who was believed to have played a significant role in the creation of humanity; Inanna, known as Ishtar in Akkadian, the goddess of love, fertility, and war, who was a central figure in many myths and legends. It is important to note that while the concept of the Anunnaki is rooted in ancient Mesopotamian mythology, there is no historical or archaeological evidence to support the idea that they were extraterrestrial beings or had any direct influence on human civilization. This notion is a modern interpretation and speculation that has become popular in some alternative history circles. The Akkadian Empire's rise to power was a testament to its ability to bring together diverse cultures and political entities under a single centralized authority. Sargon of Akkad's unification of the Sumerian city-states was a transformative event, shaping the political landscape of Mesopotamia for centuries to come. Sargon was able to achieve this remarkable feat through a combination of military skill, diplomacy, and strategic planning. One of the key factors in the success of the Akkadian Empire was its capacity to adapt and assimilate the cultural and technological achievements of the Sumerian city-states it conquered. This enabled the empire to maintain a cohesive identity, even as it expanded its territories and incorporated new cultures and peoples. For example, the Akkadians adopted the Sumerian system of cuneiform writing, using it to record their own language and administrative records. This not only facilitated communication and administration within the empire, but also allowed for the preservation and continuation of Sumerian literary and scholarly traditions. Sargon of Akkad's military campaigns were marked by a combination of brute force and strategic diplomacy. He recognized the importance of securing the loyalty of the conquered city-states, and in many cases he allowed local rulers to maintain their positions, provided they swore allegiance to him and paid tribute to the empire. This approach helped to ensure the stability of the empire, as it mitigated the risk of rebellion and fostered a sense of continuity for the conquered peoples. The rise of the Akkadian Empire also had far-reaching economic implications. As the empire grew, it facilitated the expansion of trade networks throughout the region, connecting the resource-rich regions of Mesopotamia with the wider Near East. This led to increased prosperity and economic development, as the empire became a major hub for the exchange of goods, ideas, and technologies. Furthermore, the Akkadian Empire's military successes and territorial expansions led to the establishment of a vast and complex administrative system, which was crucial to maintaining control over its diverse and far-reaching territories. Sargon and his successors appointed governors to oversee the various regions of the empire, ensuring that local affairs were managed efficiently and that tribute was collected and distributed as needed. This system of governance laid the groundwork for subsequent empires in the region, such as the Babylonian and Assyrian empires, which built upon and refined the administrative structures put in place by the Akkadians. The rise of the Akkadian Empire was a multifaceted process, driven by Sargon of Akkad's ambitious vision, military skill, and diplomatic acumen. The empire's success was also rooted in its ability to assimilate and adapt the cultural and technological achievements of the Sumerian city-states, fostering a sense of unity and shared identity among its diverse subjects. The Akkadian Empire's innovations and achievements were essential in maintaining and expanding its influence, and they left a lasting impact on the region and beyond. The empire's accomplishments in various fields, including language, art, architecture, science, and administration, are a testament to its capacity for creativity and adaptation. One of the most significant innovations of the Akkadian Empire was the development and widespread use of the Akkadian language. Building on the cuneiform writing system invented by the Sumerians, the Akkadians adapted this system to express their own Semitic language. This facilitated communication and administration across the empire, which encompassed diverse linguistic and cultural groups. Moreover, the Akkadian language became the lingua franca of the ancient Near East, playing a critical role in diplomacy and trade for centuries. In the realm of literature, the Akkadians made significant contributions to the rich Mesopotamian literary tradition. Among their most notable works is the Epic of Gilgamesh, a foundational text of world literature that explores themes of heroism, friendship, and the search for immortality. The empire's extensive use of written records also allowed for the preservation and transmission of Sumerian literary works, ensuring that these earlier texts were not lost to history. Akkadian art and architecture showcased the empire's sophistication and cultural dynamism. Akkadian artists developed a unique style, characterized by a heightened sense of realism, detail, and emotional expression. The bronze head of Sargon of Akkad, for instance, is a prime example of this style, displaying an extraordinary level of craftsmanship and artistic innovation. Similarly, the victory stele of Naram Sin, which commemorates the king's military triumphs, demonstrates the development of a more naturalistic approach to depicting the human form and a keen attention to narrative. Akkadian architecture was also marked by its grandeur and ingenuity. The empire's rulers constructed monumental buildings, such as palaces and temples, to display their power and authority. Advances in engineering and construction techniques, such as the use of mud bricks and the development of the arch and the vault, enabled the creation of large and durable structures, many of which have left a lasting impression on the archaeological landscape of Mesopotamia. The Akkadians built on the scientific and mathematical achievements of the Sumerians, making significant strides in various fields. In astronomy, they developed the first known star catalogue, which allowed them to track celestial bodies and predict their movements. This knowledge was essential for various aspects of daily life, including agriculture, navigation, and religious observances. In mathematics, the Akkadians made important advances in the areas of geometry and arithmetic. They developed a sophisticated system of metrology, enabling them to measure and calculate land areas, volumes, and distances with remarkable precision. Their mathematical achievements laid the groundwork for subsequent Mesopotamian civilizations and contributed to the broader development of mathematics in the ancient world. The innovations and achievements of the Akkadian Empire played a crucial role in its rise to power and its lasting influence on the region. The empire's cultural, artistic, and intellectual contributions not only helped to consolidate its authority, but also shaped the development of subsequent civilizations in Mesopotamia and the wider Near East. The decline of the Akkadian Empire can be attributed to a combination of factors, including internal strife, external threats, and environmental challenges. Despite its remarkable achievements and lasting impact on the region, the empire ultimately succumbed to the pressures that it faced, giving way to a new era in Mesopotamian history. One significant factor in the decline of the Akkadian Empire was internal strife and instability. As the empire expanded, it became increasingly challenging to maintain centralized control over its diverse territories and populations. The vast expanse of the empire, coupled with the difficulties of communication and transportation, made it difficult for the central government to enforce its authority and maintain order. Moreover, the empire's later rulers struggled to maintain the same level of leadership and vision as Sargon of Akkad and his immediate successors. This led to a weakening of the central authority, as various regions sought greater autonomy or even outright independence. Revolts and uprisings became more frequent, further undermining the stability and cohesion of the empire. In addition to internal strife, the Akkadian Empire faced mounting pressure from external threats. The empire's rapid expansion had brought it into contact with numerous neighboring powers, some of which began to challenge its dominance. The most significant of these threats came from the Guti, a mountain tribe from the Zagros Mountains to the east of the empire. The Guti conducted a series of devastating raids and invasions which weakened the empire's military and economic strength. The decline of the Akkadian Empire also coincided with the rise of other regional powers, such as the Elamites in southwestern Iran and the Amorites in Syria. These groups sought to capitalize on the empire's weakened state, further contributing to its fragmentation and eventual collapse. Recent archaeological and environmental research suggests that the decline of the Akkadian Empire may have been exacerbated by a severe drought that affected the region during its final years. This drought, which lasted for several decades, led to widespread crop failures, reduced agricultural productivity, and increased competition for resources. The resulting food shortages and economic instability would have further strained the empire's ability to maintain order and control over its territories. The decline of the Akkadian Empire marked the end of an era in Mesopotamian history, but its legacy would continue to shape the region's political, cultural, and intellectual landscape for centuries to come. The empire's innovations in language, art, science, and administration laid the groundwork for the later civilizations of the Near East, including the Babylonians, Assyrians, and Persians, who adopted and built upon many of the Akkadians' accomplishments. Moreover, the Akkadian Empire's rise and fall serve as a powerful reminder of the complex interplay of factors that can determine the fate of a civilization. Its story highlights the importance of strong leadership, cultural adaptation, and the ability to overcome internal and external challenges in the pursuit of greatness. The story of the Akkadian Empire's rediscovery and its enduring significance in the modern world is a fascinating tale of archaeological intrigue and scholarly perseverance. Since the first excavations in the 19th century, the empire's cultural, artistic, and intellectual achievements have continued to captivate the imaginations of researchers and the general public alike. The rediscovery of the Akkadian Empire began in the mid-19th century when archaeologists, primarily from Europe, started excavating ancient Mesopotamian sites in search of evidence of the world's earliest civilizations. Early excavations at sites like Nineveh, Nimrud, and Babylon brought to light a wealth of artifacts and inscriptions that revealed the existence of a previously unknown ancient empire. Over the following decades, additional excavations at sites like Nippur, Tel Brak, and Tel Leilan uncovered further evidence of the Akkadian Empire's rich history and cultural legacy. One of the most significant discoveries in the study of the Akkadian Empire was the unearthing of the royal archives of Ebla, an ancient city in present-day Syria. These archives contain thousands of clay tablets inscribed with cuneiform texts, which provided invaluable insights into the empire's political, economic, and social life. The Ebla archives also shed light on the complex relationships between the Akkadian Empire and its neighbors, revealing a network of alliances, rivalries, and trade connections that extended throughout the ancient Near East. The rediscovery of the Akkadian Empire has had a profound impact on our understanding of the history of the ancient Near East and the broader development of human civilization. The empire's innovations in language, art, science, and administration provided crucial insights into the processes of state formation, cultural exchange, and technological progress that shaped the region's trajectory. The study of the Akkadian Empire has also contributed to broader debates within the fields of archaeology, anthropology, and history. For example, the empire's rise and fall have informed theories of social complexity, state collapse, and environmental change, offering valuable case studies for scholars seeking to understand the factors that drive the emergence and disintegration of complex societies. Additionally, the Akkadian Empire's rediscovery has played a key role in the development of modern Assyriology, the academic discipline dedicated to the study of ancient Mesopotamian languages, history, and culture. The decipherment of the Akkadian language in particular has opened up new avenues of research, allowing scholars to access a wealth of previously inaccessible textual sources and providing a more nuanced understanding of the region's past.